My name is Sunil Hwang, and I'm going to talk about Angkor Kingdom and the Khmer society, and the religion of Angkor society around the medieval time. This is a part of my lecture, pre-recorded lecture, for my class in Southeast Asian Buddhism in the College of Buddhism in Dongguk University. Medieval Cambodia is very, very interesting. You should think about medieval Cambodia as a kind of a kingdom developed into huge empire. You may remember when I talk about Punan. Let's see the map together. As you can see in this map, Cambodia is located in between India and China, and they are really in the good position to do the trade in between the two huge economy. Even nowadays, we usually say, it is a huge economy in between the two. And when you see the position of Cambodia, this is the end point of Mekong River Valley area, and mainly their kingdom flourished. The Mekong Delta area. Nowadays, it belongs to Vietnam, but in the old days, those area, like that, it's Cambodian. Purely Cambodian culture flourished there. Khmer culture. Ho Chi Minh City is a quite new development when we think about that. Anyway, the seaside kingdom of Punan cannot continue. I may explain to you. When there was a coastline maritime trade become central, Punan is a good position. They had this scene point in Malay Peninsula as a Dunsun. They had a kind of maritime power to control Gulf of Thailand here, so that they have a shortcut. Boat do not have to go all the way down to Malacca Strait, which is very, very dangerous even nowadays to go there. But it's very far. They use a small land route and the linking to Punan and then to China. They flourish it. But when people discover there was a monsoon seasonal wind, this coastline, maritime trade is no longer very efficient. People starting to use deep sea travel. So from North India, instead of going to the east, if they want to go to China, they go to the west, to Sri Lanka, using monsoon seasonal wind during the winter. Easily, in just 2 weeks, they reach Sri Lanka. And from there, they just wait for some time. Then when the wind direction is good, they can easily go to Andaman Island. They can easily go to southern part of Myanmar. Also, they can go to middle part of this, Malay Peninsula and so on. Or they go down to the, in the middle point of the earth. There was a current, keep moving. In just 3 months from there, they will reach Isle of Sumatra very easily. And then they start from here to go to Guangzhou. Nowadays, it is marketed in Hong Kong and Shenzhen inside the Guangzhou. That's the destination they'd like to go. Guangzhou is a very, very, formidable port. So, in Indonesia, as I said to you, in Palembang, the new kingdom developed called the Sriwijaya, become huge and very big. When Sriwijaya get the power, they control the trade between China and India. People no longer stop by Punan, mainly because people in Punan is, Mon Khmer people. their language is different from people in Indonesia. They are Malay Polynesian. The language is different, and also Malay Polynesian built their own kingdom here in the middle part of Vietnam, Da Nang and those area are called Champa. Champa is Malay Polynesian, so they can link together. Nowadays, Cham people in Indonesia become Muslim, but in the old days they are Buddhist. Or Hindus, but anyway, because of this, hegemony of trade move from Punan to Srivijaya, Punan is getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and also they are attacked by people from Malay Peninsula or Indonesia by sea. There was no defense they can do. So step by step, Punan is weakening, and the new kingdom thriving not from the Delta, Mekong Delta, but in the place of Turlesap Lake. Turlesap Lake, as I said to you, is very, very interesting. This lake is getting bigger and smaller. During the 4 months of rainy season, it is bigger like this, and then during the dry season, it is shrinking into the current size, so that the land, once submerged by water, is fertile. So they have lots of rice product they can do. So that makes Cambodia or this Khmer kingdom can have extra reserve to do something they can do for study of religion or military service and so on. So Khmer Empire become bigger and bigger and bigger. Turlesap Lake, I've been there. Very, very interesting. Turlesap, it's a huge lake, as you can see, and mangrove you can see there. It's a very, very dark color, very typical of a lake in Southeast Asia. And when I go through the village, I found it very interesting to see huge elevation of the house. They actually made it. I asked about it to the people there in Cambodia. Why you elevated so high? This one, as you can see, this is water level, and this is house. And they said, haven't you come to here during the rainy season? And I haven't been there actually. And they said water level going up and up and up, almost half, sometimes even more, so that they feel vulnerable. You see, the lake is a huge lake. They have lake boat as well, but on the land area they built this kind of huge elevation is required, because water level going up dramatically and water level going down dramatically. So this make Cambodia very, very rich. This shrinking and the expanding of Turlesap Lake seasonally make Cambodia so fertile. So based on here, the city of Siem Reap become very big. Siem Reap is the city, if you want to go to Angkor Wat, you should go there, Siem Reap. So Siem Reap in Chinese, sound reading is Chen La. Lep is La. Siem is pronounced Chen La. So in the medieval Cambodia, Chinese call Cambodia as Chen La. The term Chen La linked to modern name of the city Siem Reap. It is sometimes interpreted as a defeated Siam or flattened Siam. So Chen is Siam, and the Siam is the old name of the Thai kingdom when they have their capital in Ayutthaya, and the early period Bangkok, they call themselves as Siam or Siam. They changed their name of the country, I think, around the 1930. It's a quite new development. They become Thailand, you know. So this interpretation likely stems from historical tension between Cambodia and Thailand. I have to say, it is very sad situation in between Thai border and Cambodian border, mainly because during the time when French expand their influence on Southeast Asia, they first occupy current day Indonesia, and then to Laos, and then to Cambodia, step by step. During the time until around late 1800, this Siem Reap area whole belongs to Thailand. Step by step, by the treaty, Thailand or Siam gave their land to French, or sometimes give land to UK, Britain, in order to survive, in order to keep independence, something like that. So current day, the line between Cambodia and Thailand was done by French people, and the French during that time established their own institute called the EFEO, École Française d'Extrême-Orient, and they are actually line in between Cambodia and Thailand, and their line is not really reflect real situation in between Cambodia and Thailand, so it makes endless dispute. Purea Khan still fighting each other and so on. So this kind of tension is not just a contemporary one, because during the time when Thai people settle down in lower part of Chao Phraya River area, they become bigger and bigger. Their capital is Ayutthaya, and the Khmer capital is Siem Reap. It's very close, just 200 or 300 kilometers, not that far away. 250, something like that. So whenever Ayutthaya wants to attack Siem Reap, it's very easy. It's a flat area, and the Khmer kingdom built a huge road, very very nice. Through the nice road built by Khmer kingdom, Thai army can easily reach Siem Reap just 1 or 2 days. In just a quick speed. Within a week they reached Khmer kingdom, so that they keep fighting around the 1,300 and 400, and eventually Khmer kingdom collapsed, and they changed their capital from here all the way to here in the Mekong River area called Phnom Penh. That's the new capital city developed. Long Bak is the previous one, and nowadays it's the Phnom Penh. So they move from to the east, try to be away from Thai people, during that time. So historically speaking, in between Thai and Cambodian, the relationship between the two was not good. So they won their name of their capital city as Siem Reap. Defeated Siam or flattened Siam means this is the city which is win over Thailand in the war between Thai and Cambodia. But actually Khmer army hardly win over Thailand, hardly win over Siam. So we guess the original one could be the Champa. As I said to you, Khmer kingdom was a keep war against Champa kingdom. During that time, they based on here, Da Nang and Hoi An, and the mission in this area, in Kwak Chang area, become the central part of Khmer kingdom. And later they moving down to the southern part, keep constructing their own kingdom here. Khmer kingdom and Champa keep fighting each other, both Hindu kingdom, but in terms of ethnicity, Khmer kingdom is a Mon Khmer, and Champa is a Malay Polynesian, so they keep fighting. And during the time when Khmer built Angkor Wat under the Surya Varman II, they win over Champa many times. The king keep attack Champa in Indonesia area, not in Thailand. So they are very proud of their winning spirit over Champa there. So the original name must be Chamra, which means defeated Champa. Khmer victory over this region rather than Siam, but because of modern day, modern day or old day kind of a sentiment between Cambodia and Thailand. Cambodian people wants the name of their city Siem Reap, something like that. So maybe that's the background you should understand. Historical record indicate detailed murals at Bayon Temple depicting Khmer conquest of Champa around 1200 Common Era, highlighting their military power and cultural dominance. Bayon Temple was built around 1200 by Jayavarman VII, the Buddhist king, and his temple was very nice. And sometimes I like to go there to take a photo of the people living in Khmer area. So this is Angkor Wat. Down there was Siem Reap, the modern city. If you going up there, you will see Angkor Wat first. If you further go there, you can see rectangular area. This area was called Yasodharapura, the capital of Khmer kingdom, and their royal palace to the northwest. In the center was a temple called Bayon. Nowadays you can go there. Bayon full of interesting carving of to show how the people living in there. Like this, they use Tulesa Lake. Tulesa Lake provide the fish and everything for Cambodian people, and they also use cut learned by the cow, and also ladies in high state statue use this kind of vehicle rather than walking on pit. And here the ladies and the men going to the war, and ladies usually higher than the men in Cambodian society, and this is a war against the Champa. Khmer army marching toward the Champa. Elephant is very important for the fighting during that time. And this is a march of huge army, and fish and turtle and crocodile and the goose, catching fish. Everything you can see here. Nice city gate. And they are cooking, I think, the what is it, pork. And Angkor Wat area is famous for the ruin eaten by tree like that. Tree like that. This is ruin, one of the ruin of a Khmer temple construction. Unlike a European dome, they made something like this. Step by step, a stone going into there and make it up, so that they have a flatten the ceiling. This is very simple way to build it. Dome is very difficult to make it. So the war in between Champa and Khmer usually seen here. Cambodian mythology recounted the story of Kambu, an Indian Brahmin who traveled by sea to find the kingdom after marrying the daughter of a local dragon king. This union transformed a watery land into habitable territory, reflecting themes of creation and transformation. According to the mythology, Indian Brahmin traveled to the Southeast Asia to travel, and then he met the daughter of dragon king on the sea water, and she was in love with the Gambo, and she'd like to get married with him. So when they get married with him, they need land to rule. So the dragon king absorbed all the water there, so that suddenly habitable land appeared. That area was called Cambodia. The land of Kambu. It means Cambodia means the land of Kambu. Kambu become Cambodia by simple, change of pronunciation. This myth likely influenced the Khmer integration of Saiva Hinduism while still honoring Naga belief. Dragon King is a contemporary designation. In the older days, it's Naga. So dragon is a Chinese concept moving to Southeast Asia from the north. But from the India, Naga means snake, water snake, huge water snake. So water snake is very, very important because, as you can see here, Mekong River, Tul Sap Lake, and what is it? Chao Phraya River. It's a very, very habitable area where they can have agriculture. But near the sea water or river water or lake water, there are huge snake. It's a terrifying object. So how to control the terrifying power of a snake is very important. The king can control it. That's the meaning of this kind of the myth for the creation of the kingdom. Still engaged. Zhou Daguan's writing provide a vivid description of a king engaged with the Naga, illustrating their spiritual significance in Cambodian culture. Zhou Daguan is a cousin of a diplomat in Hangzhou, in China. During that time, the Mongolian kingdom, Yuan Dynasty, they sent that diplomatic mission delegation to Cambodia, and Zhou Daguan go there together with them. So he watch how people living there in Cambodia. 1290 or something like that. He saw everything occur, around the land and everything. Very, very good chance. And he said, according to the myth, every night the king of Cambodia go to the special temple dedicated to the Naga woman, not Naga woman, and he should stay there for some time and going back to the his palace. That's very important. So Naga power and the human power and the Hinduism mixed together during the time when the Zhou Daguan visited Cambodia. That's the source of power, legitimacy actually coming. Zhou Daguan, a native of Hangzhou, visited the Khmer Empire as a part of a diplomatic mission from Yuan Dynasty around 1296 to 2097, living in Cambodia, Angkor for a year at local Chinese merchant house. He meticulously documented his observation in the land and the people of Cambodia, providing invaluable insight into Cambodian society and culture. I have this book, here, Record of Cambodia, Land and its People. This is based on Zhou Daguan's writing called Jinna Pungtogi, and translation was done by Peter Harris. I like this book. I like reading all the part. Very, very interesting to see, because In Southeast Asia, usually recording was usually limited to, very little number of people. So we cannot read, the text. So the written record of Southeast Asia usually focus on very very important person, like a king, like a country. It no it is hardly mention how ordinary people living there. Before we discover this Zhou Daguan's recording of Cambodian society, we didn't know what was going on there. But with the discovery of this book, now we knew, how people there living, what kind of culture. So it's a very very important book. We can actually see. I will coming back to you later. By the 8th century, Khmer kingdom had developed into powerful military empire. Shiva Hinduism played a crucial role in establishing and centralized the political system, with the Brahman priest conducting ceremony to elevate the king as a divine incarnation of God Shiva or Vishnu. This kingship is called the Devaraja, God-like king. I've already mentioned to you that Devaraja concept is very very important, because Cambodian king is no longer human being. Once he got the ceremony, he is a demigod, half human and half king. He control his kingdom on behalf of the power of transcendental god like Shiva and Vishnu. So he is the only one who got the extreme power. He got the power over all over his country, So Zhou Daguan, I have to say, saw this kind of kingship while he was visiting there, and the king become just the top of the huge pyramid. The society, made up under the supreme god king. So the first centralized government appear because of this kingship. So this kingship is very very important. This religious framework facilitated the governance and the social organization. The empire reached its zenith under Surya Varman II at around 1113 to 1150, who saw himself as an incarnation of Vishnu and commissioned the construction of Angkor Wat, a monumental temple complex symbolizing both religious devotion and imperial power. Following a military defeat by Champa around 1170, Jayavarman VII shifted state religion to Mahayana Buddhism. During the time when Jayavarman VII controlled the Cambodia, Khmer kingdom become Mahayana Buddhist kingdom. They worship, Avalokiteshvara with a huge, number of hands, and each hand has got eye on here, something like that. We can see, this kind of Mahayana Buddhist statue there in Thailand, and also the border between Cambodia and Thailand nowadays. He established Yasodharapura with Buddhist influences, including iconic Bayon temple, known for its serene stone face and interactive carvings, intricate carvings. This period marked a significant cultural transformation within the temple. So Bayon temple is basically Buddhist temple. The gateway of Angkor Thom and the Bayon temple, decorated with this Buddha statue, like this. So people wonder, is it the face of God or face of Avalokiteshvara? We all wonder about it. So I think, during the old days, the face of statue reflect the person who got the power. I think this pace actually is like the pace of the king Jayavarman the Seventh, who built this temple. But people regard this pace as a pace of Avalokiteshvara, Guan Yin, so that their king is not just a human being in the Mahayana Buddhist world. He is also Bodhisattva. He is also, Bodhisattva who help those people, leading them into the world of Nirvana together. So this is a kind of a Mahayana Buddhist kingship, during that time starting to appear. Huge temple, I think, constructed during that time. This is a Bayon temple, and you can see the pace of a Buddha statue all over here. And in the first gallery, you can see all sorts of carving reflecting, Khmer society. If you go there, you can see. I'm not going to show you this one. Godlike king, you can see here. This is a terrace called, elephant terrace. And the elephant usually have a 3 head. 3-head elephant means, what is it? Erawan. Erawan is a legendary elephant with a 3 head and 6 tusks. It's a vehicle for god Indra. And surrounding here, you can see strange construction here. This is a Garuda. Garuda is a legendary eagle, huge eagle, for God Vishnu can actually, ride on. So this is called the elephant terrace. Because it has got elephant as well as Garuda there. So who can walk over there? Only the king. Only the king got the power. So this is the place where the Cambodian military parade usually occur there. So the kingship depends on Hinduism very, very strongly. So Cambodian religion, medieval Cambodian religion. The religious landscape of Angkor Wat included the 3 main traditions during the time of Zhou Daguan's visit: Brahmanism, Buddhism, and Saivism. Brahman priests wielded considerable influence, often serving as a high official in the government. They wear the same dress like ordinary people, but they usually use a scarf. Identified by white scarves, they play the pivotal role in religious and political life, maintaining traditions passed down through the generation without formal education. So this is the kind of a scarf I was awarded from, Nalanda University. It's a symbol of a Brahmin. So anyone who delivered the knowledge can be validated as a kind of a wise man or rich, usually have something like that. If you go to India, some scholars usually use this scarf like that, so that I'm a wise man, to show something like that. So this is a kind of a symbol to show that person is a Brahmin, high official in the kingdom to ruling. Brahmin is very important for their knowledge of astronomy and so on. They can make a calendar. Through the calendar, in the agricultural society, people can predict when the rain coming and when the rain stop. So they are very important. They become high officials. They do not need any formal education because the knowledge hand over from father to son, directly. So that's the Brahmanism, Zhou Daguan. And second religion is Buddhism. Interestingly, already in 1290, southern Theravada Buddhism from Sri Lanka become dominant religion there. Mahayana Buddhism already getting weakened, and Theravada Buddhism become the central in the society. And Mahayana no, in the Buddhism and Buddhist, the temple become very very important because young boys usually come to Buddhist temple for education. They study there. When they become an age of 16 or 18, something like that, they go back to society. So the education is done by Buddhist temple. So Buddhist temple usually very big, communal chanting and everything occur. Buddhism, particularly Theravada, emerged as a dominant form during this period. Monastic practices were central, while monks donning yellow robes and participating actively in the state affair. Monk during that time involved in state affair as well. Temples featured Shakyamuni Buddha statue reflecting certain Buddhist characteristics such as simplicity and the focus on meditation. So education is very important. Saiba priests conduct rituals similar to those of Taoism in China. Actually, Zhou Daguan used the same words as dosa, priest in Taoist temple. The same word used to the priest in Saiba temple. So he thought it is the same. Unlike the Buddhism, which involved the communal chanting, Saiba practice were more individualistic. Temple dedicated to Shiva was smaller, with the linga symbols representing God Shiva, underscoring distinct spiritual tradition within Angkor Wat. Saiba religion is central in Khmer society, and Khmer temple usually based on this kind of Saiba worship. And I still remember, in Cambodia, main source of religion they are actually following is a Shiva religion. This is a Shiva statue. And the Vishnu is not the central, usually secondary, but also sometimes the people follow. And also sometimes they follow Mahayana Buddhism like this. Where is my Avalokiteshvara? I think here. No, this is Maitreya. I think this one actually show here Avalokiteshvara. Here Avalokiteshvara become very important. The Shiva worship and the Vishnu become very important in ancient Cambodia, but usually Shiva is more important. Interestingly, when Angkor Wat was built, Surya Varman II changed his religion to Vishnu worship. This is one of the best known Vishnu statue in Angkor Wat. Used to be in the center of the temple, now moving to outside. And I'd like to show you some Shiva temple in Angkor. Not easy to find out. Okay, so I think I stop here, just talking to you about three religion there because of the time, and I will continue with the rest of the part in the second part of this lecture. So this lecture I will talk about medieval Cambodia and the medieval Cambodian religion. Next part of lecture I will talk Angkor society and Angkor Wat and so on in the next lecture. I think. Thank you very much.